Hi, all. Welcome to Food for Thought Friday. This is what I'm thinking about this week. I'm thinking about finding comfort in our authenticity and what you'd say to your 5-year-old self, which is me here at 5 years old. I found it when I was rummaging around the basement looking for a baby picture for my sister that she wanted. And when I came across it, it stopped me in my tracks. Not because I was surprised at how I looked, and I remember well my dad helping me with my Easter bonnet contest, which this is from, but because the person now looking at it. My first instinct that day, about 3 years ago now, was to say, I'm sorry to that little girl. Sad, I know. I wanted her to understand the choices I'd made, thinking about what she thought the world was back then and what it would be about. She hated kindergarten. It took her away from her mom and baby sister, and she felt discarded and in the way after that. She grew up in a traditional mom and dad household of the 50s and 60s, and her mom at least thought that it should be part of her daughter's future as well. Well, it wasn't. Even from an early age, she felt a bit different. Kindergarten was boring. The school remained unwelcome to her well into first grade. And I honestly think she only started to like school well into college. This little girl was a sickly kid as well, with asthma. Looking back, her anxiety towards school may have even been an accelerant for more than a few asthma attacks, along, of course, with the occasional backstreet kitten she crossed paths with that she just couldn't help but pet. This would keep her home weeks at a time. Nevertheless, she made friends at that school that would become her lifelong friends and made more through college and beyond, all of whom she would love and cherish. So why was I sorry for her now? Why did I feel so sad seeing this picture? I chose a life less traveled for a woman back then, yet I never thought it was unusual in any way. It was me. Could I have given her, though, a better life? One of more family, support, children? Perhaps, but would that have made her happy? Would it have allowed her to remain authentic, less fearful, less unsure, even not as sick as a kid? I don't know. However, today, when I look at that picture, I'm happy and comfortable with being who I authentically am, with my dear friends, the chance of more people to love and support, and with more dreams yet to be realized. In other words, more life to live. It's really all that we can ask, isn't it? So no matter what path our lives take, we should be satisfied with it if we've remained authentic. So when you come across that old picture of yourself and question whether life could have been different or better, if you've kept to your principles, remained authentically you, and been kind and caring in the process, no matter how much of an outlier you might be or seem to be, or how tough the road has been, know that that little person is looking back at you and saying, thank you for being you. Until next week, stay committed, stay authentic, stay resilient. Cheers.